everyone, it's Kristen. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought it might be fun for a new series. Every Saturday in January, I'm going to do a look inspired by our Harry Potter house. This is my wand. This is my McGonagall wand. I love this one. Look how pretty it is. But yeah, so every Saturday in January, we're going to do a look inspired by our Harry Potter house. The first one is going to be the house that I'm in, which is Hufflepuff. I don't know if you could tell. I am a Hufflepuff. I am a proud Hufflepuff. So Hufflepuffs are loyal, kind. They aren't afraid of toil or hard work. And we always have the snacks. Let me just tell you. So yeah. So in the interest of time, I went ahead and primed my eyelids. So we're just going to go ahead and get into the tutorial. I'm going to try not to make this a long video this time, but yep, let's get started. So I went ahead and zoomed you in so that you can see my face so we can get started here. Like I said, I've already primed and prepped my eyes. I've already prepped my face. I've already moisturized and prepped my face. So we're going to get into it. So Hufflepuff's colors are black and canary yellow. I always think of it as gold though. So I went through my collection to see what I could use for it. And I came across the Noir color in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. So we're going to be using the Noir color, which is just this black here. And then in this eyeshadow perfusion palette that you get from the holidays at like Walmart, and I got mine at Target, I'm going to use this really gorgeous gold color right here. Is beautiful. It's a true yellow gold color. Yeah, so let's get started. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a fun look. It's definitely going to be more colorful than I'm used to with the bright gold, but that's okay. We're going to try to make it still as wearable as possible, but if it doesn't come out wearable, oh well, it's going to be fun. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I'm going to start with this color called Birch. So then we have something to put in the crease and have a transition so that it's not so harsh and we don't just put that black in there. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go in with Birch. Just put that in the crease. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter came out when I was a teenager, and I remember I saw it on Oprah. I saw Oprah talking about it. She had J.K. Rowling on, and she was talking about this book that was getting kids to read again. And I was like, oh, it's a children's book. But I always love anything with magic in it. I love anything with magic and friendship and just all the themes that Harry Potter had. I love anything mystical, fantasy. So I went and I picked it up because I was like, okay, sure, we'll try it. And the rest is just history. That was I think that was after, I think I started reading them after the third book came out. Or yeah, after the third book came out. So I read the first 3 and was hooked. And then I went to a midnight release for the Goblet of Fire. And then I went to the midnight release, I'm aging myself here, and the midnight release of the Order of the Phoenix. I think I went to the midnight release for all of them. The Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows. I think I went for all the rest of them. And then when Harry Potter, the movie came out, again, I'm aging myself here. It came out the day before my 21st birthday. No, I'm sorry, it came out on my 21st birthday. And we went to a midnight showing, me and my friend and my brother and my sister-in-law at the time. We went to a midnight showing at the mall for the Sorcerer's Stone. And I remember it very distinctly because I was excited, and, you know, again, that was the day I was turning 21, so I was like, this is the best birthday present ever, and everybody else was like, this is a kid's movie, Kristen, but okay. I don't care. I have no shame. I have no shame. I'm going to take my, that was my Real Techniques brush, by the way, again, that I rambled on about in the last video. And then I'm going to take my Sigma E25, and we're going to go in with that noir color. Now when you're working with black, you start out with little tiny bits of black. Just little tiny bits. You don't go overboard with the black. You don't do that. So I'm going to take just a little tiny bit on my brush, and I am going to very gently put it right on the outer corner of my eye and gently bring it into my crease. So yeah, I remember, did I get it right here? I remember going to this midnight release, and I was so ecstatic. I was so ecstatic. And I remember that we were watching the movie, and I was so happy. And it got to the climax where Harry is, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Sorcerer's Stone, which if you're watching a Harry Potter related, iPhone tutorial, you've probably seen the movie or read the book, but spoiler alert anyway. When he is down in the dungeon with Quirrell, and right when he touches Quirrell's face, and, Quirrell starts screaming because it's burning him. Lots of fallout. The film burned up. Like, our film burned up that we were watching. And at first I thought it was part of the movie. I was like, oh, okay, I see what they did there. No, that's not what they did there. The film burned up, so we didn't get to see the end, which obviously it was at the end of the movie, so there wasn't much left. But I was like, seriously? That's messed up. So we got passes to go see. We got passes for it again, of course. So I'm sure I saw it at least 3 more times in theaters. I loved it. My favorite has always been, and I think I'm an unpopular opinion on this, by the way, but I've always liked Chamber of Secrets. Everybody's all about, the Goblet of Fire, or the Prisoner of Azkaban, or the Order of the Phoenix. I am all about Chamber of Secrets. I'm not sure why, I just love it. I love that Ron, Hermione, and Harry all work together. Okay, so you see how that blended nicely into the crease, because I took my time with the black. I took my time with it. Really, really being light-handed with it. I didn't just stick the black in there. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this other eye. Just very gently feather in the black. Again, it's very, very light-handed, because you can't just put black in your eye. Otherwise, it just looks like you've been punched. Or, that you just put black eyeshadow on your eye. Yeah. But, yeah. So the Chamber of Secrets has always been my favorite. I'm not really sure why. It just always has been. I love Gilderoy Lockhart. I love him. Not because he's cute, though Kenneth Branagh in that movie was cute. But just because I loved how confident he was that he, I'm going to zoom out just a tad. Okay, there we go. I love how confident he was, and I love that he was an obvious fraud, but he was just like, no, totally this hero. Just ask me. I loved that character. After that, of course, I do love The Prisoner of Azkaban, because that introduced, of course, two of the best characters, two of the best characters in the whole entire series. With Sirius Black and Remus Lupin. Awesome characters. I love them. And of course, so much happens in The Prisoner of Azkaban. So much happens. that, you know, sets up for the rest of the series, that you can't go back and look at that book, that movie or that book and go, oh my gosh, that was useless. No, 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 that was very important. I think the Chamber of Secrets was too, because it really showed, it was the first time we saw that there was Horcruxes. So that was also something that, yeah, that was nice. You can go back to the very beginning and say, oh, maybe J.K. Rowling does know what she's doing. This eye I got a little carried away with. This eye I got just a tad bit carried away with on the black. That's okay. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. What I'm going to do is, because I got a little carried away with it, and don't worry, this is just the base, you know. We still definitely not going to leave it like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that birch talking about Harry Potter, with that birch eyeshadow from the Anastasia palette, and I'm just going to take a little bit more on my brush and just very, very gently go over the edge of that black, because we need it to blend in. See how that already made the lines a little softer? There we go. So now that we've got our black base down, our black, you know, the creases on, we're going to go in with the star of the show, which is going to be from that Profusion palette. Again, Profusion palette. This is the Metallics palette. I don't know if you can still get this. I know that this was like a holiday thing. But again, we're going to go in with this color here, and it's called Zenith, Zenith, and I am going to go in with my Real Techniques base shadow brush, and actually, you know, I might not even have to do a brush. Let's try it with our fingers before we do a brush. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at that. That's just like, that's amazing. It's amazing. So we're going to go ahead and just damp this. Ooh, yes, look at that. Oh my gosh, right on the eyelid. So for this look, obviously, you don't need these exact colors. No, you need the exact colors. You don't need the exact eyeshadows. You just need a black, which you can pretty much get a black in a lot of palettes. I know that you can probably get a Wet n Wild single in black. I've never actually looked, but so don't quote me on that, but you might be able to. Look in your palettes. You probably have a black. A matte black. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then for the lid color, for the gold, it needs to be a yellow gold. So, like a really bright yellow gold. Holy crap, look at that. That is awesome. That is out of a drugstore palette that was $10 for all those colors. So you don't need to go like high end for this kind of stuff. You don't need to go high end for this kind of stuff. You really don't. But yeah, you want a yellow based gold. And I know you're like, aren't all golds yellow based? No, I was looking through my collection, and some of them are a little bronzy, some of them are a little more champagne-y. Some of them are gold, just not as like bright yellow, or you know, they're yellow but not as bright. So all golds are not treated equally. You want a bright, really bright yellow gold for this look. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. go in and smooth out the edges of the black again. Again, not putting anything else on the brush. You have enough product that's left over and you have enough product on your eye that you don't need to do that. Put a tad bit more on the outside over here. Yes, see. Nothing says 9 in the morning like a dramatic eye. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a pretty gold color. Oh, yeah. So then again, I'm going to take not anything else on the brush, and I'm just going to go back over it with this blending brush to again just make sure the black edges are faded. You don't want it harsh. You really don't want any kind of harsh edges at all. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my 224 MAC brush, and I'm going to actually not go into my Emily Edit palette. I'm going to go back into that Sultry palette and take the color Fresh, which is just, it's the same thing. It's just a, oops, sorry. It's just a color that matches my skin tone pretty well. That's it. And I'm going to just clean up the brow bone a little bit. Okay. Alright. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go do my face off camera just to save us a little bit of time. Like I said, I don't want this to be a million years long again. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did my base. I'll have everything that I used listed down below. So now we're going to go ahead and just finish up the eyes and put some products on the face, and then we'll be good to go. So to finish up the eyes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little pencil brush again, and I'm going to go back and we're going to be dramatic. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go in with my pencil brush, and we're going to go in, first we're going to go in with Birch. So we're going to go in with that transition color again. And we're going to put that just right underneath the lower lashes. And then we're going to be daring. We're going to be daring. We're going to put, instead of the black, because I want to put some black, I want to put some black in the waterline. So we're going to put a little bit of the gold down there, I think. We're going to be a little daring. We're going to put a little gold down there. It's shimmery. Probably not the best idea, but we're going to do it anyway. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. Now, obviously, you can put the black down here if you'd like. But like I said, I'm going to put black in my waterline, so I didn't want it to be black on black on black. And the star of the show is definitely the gold. Oh, yeah. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. I've never been great at waterline, at having things stay in my waterline. I don't know what it is. It's just never been something that I've been great at until I found this. This is the Sugar eyeliner, and I can't find it anywhere. Like, I looked on Amazon and they don't make this particular one, this Stroke of Genius Heavy Cold Duty. Heavy heavy duty kohl. I can't seem to find it. Yeah, so I don't know. This came out of a beauty bag that was given to my mom at one point, but I don't know. I'm gonna, again, just tug down a little bit on my eye. I apologize. I know that drives people nuts, but otherwise it's not gonna get on there. But it's so black, and it's the only thing that stays. I've never had any other pencil liner stay in my waterline as long as this does. It doesn't stay all day, but it'll stay a good, like, 4 or 5 hours, and I'm like, dang, what? Okay, see, so that's why I wanted to do the gold underneath, so that it wasn't like black on black. And I put that birch color on there just to help it blend. So pretty. Oh my gosh, this is coming together very nicely. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Physicians Formula, and this is the Eye Booster. It's the Eye Booster eyeliner. And I'm going to put that on my upper lashes. Now, you could probably get away with a wing and false lashes for this. I'm not good at wings. And I don't know how to put on false eyelashes. Sorry. There are a million tutorials out there, I'm sure, how to put on false eyelashes, and I'm going to learn. I actually just bought some the other day at Target, but not happening. In fact, I want to learn for my Slytherin look, because Slytherin I feel really needs some false eyelashes, especially when what I want to do with it. Spoiler alert, I may learn how to do that for Slytherin. We'll see. So there we go. Got the eyeliner on the top, the eyeliner on the bottom. Get just a little more. There we go. So there's going to be a couple more steps for this, but first we're going to move on to the rest of the face. I just got this new NYX Professional Eyebrow Pencil, an espresso. I just dyed my hair a dark golden brown, so I got espresso, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be too dark. Just kind of brush my eyebrow hair into place. Yeah. And then just, you know. Nothing fancy with the eyebrows, just fill them in. I try really hard just to keep them the shape that I want, so that I don't have to draw in too much. Definitely have to have your eyebrows on. If you're gonna have this bold of a look, you have to have your eyebrows on. I said I was gonna do the rest of my face, didn't I? I lie. Actually, I did not lie. I am gonna do the rest of my face. Okay. Okay, so now that I got my eyebrows on, I'm gonna warm up my face, because right now with this bold eye, I look pale. Like, I look pale. So I'm gonna take this dual fiber brush that I have. It's just a small not tapered, but a small dual fiber brush. I'm gonna go in with my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is just a regular, original butter bronzer. Not the light, not the deep. Nothing like that. It's just the original butter bronzer. I suck in my cheeks, and I just start with the cheeks, and I do a E and 3. Right here. Where I deposit most of the product, then I drag it on up to my forehead, up toward my hairline, back down, and then under the chin. And then I just repeat on the other side. Right here. And then I get a little bit on my forehead. And that's just how I do my bronzer. Then if I feel like I went a little overboard, I'll go back in with my powder brush or my foundation brush. I had powder today, so I'm just going to go ahead and pat over everything with my powder brush. Make sure it's all set. Then I'm going to go in, because I have such a bold eye look, I don't want like, bam, pink cheeks. This is called Plum Rose, but it's a butter bronzer, but it's a butter blush. It's very neutral though. Look at that. It's very neutral. I don't really see it as plummy, but whatever. I'm going to go in. I have a lot of Real Technique brushes. The Real Technique brush, the multitasking brush, and I use it as a blush brush. Because again, the star of the show is the eyes, so you don't want bright pink, eyeshadow with this look, or bright pink blush with this look at all. Nope, sure don't. Alright, so there we go with that. And then, because we're going with gold today, I'm going to go with the Fenty Beauty. It's called Hustle Baby. And it's just a nice gold highlighter. And I'm going to go in with my fan brush. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my fan brush. I should have had all my brushes and everything ready. And we're just going to put that, ooh, hair, fun, on the tops of the cheekbones. And then kind of up here toward the temple, just a tad. A little on the nose, a little on down the tip of the nose, or down the center of the nose, on the tip. One day I'll learn how to speak correctly. Okay, so then to finish up the eyes, I'm going to take the same so to finish up the eyes, I'm going to take the same highlighter, and I'm going to take just a small detail brush. Again, excuse me as I go out of frame. Ugh. I'm going to take a small detail brush. This is a Sigma brush. I think it's a lip brush, but that's okay. We're going to use it as our detailer brush. I'm just going to use the tiny little mirror in here, because I have it. And we're going to just put this in the inner corner right here to finish this up. Not that we don't have a bright enough look on it to begin with, but because we have black on our eye, we want it to be as light as possible right here in the inner corner. And bam. Look at that. Look at that. So now, the last thing we gotta do, well, second to last thing we gotta do. I always forget about the lips. I'm not a big lip person, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. And we're going to go in with our Hourglass Caution Mascara. Yep, I'm still using my little tiny sample of it. Why not? Why not? Again, you can totally use false lashes for this. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it probably would look gorgeous with false lashes. But because, again, I am a novice and I don't know how to use false lashes. I know how to use them. I could probably do it. They make me nervous because I don't wear them. So, like I said though, 3 weeks from now, I'm gonna try them. Totally gonna try them for my Slytherin look. Get excited. Something new. Something new and exciting for me, I don't know. And then for my bottom lashes, I'm going to actually go in with this Essence mascara. It's called Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. And this is what the brush looks like. And I'm just going to use this as my bottom lash mascara today, because this look also totally requires some bottom lashes. Then, to finish the look, I'm going to go in with this Bite Beauty in Glace. This is, I believe this was my birthday perk from Sephora. So this is my Hufflepuff look. I'm going to have a new house every Saturday in January. This is the first one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you subscribe and stick around, and I hope that you look forward to seeing a new house next Saturday. Have a great day.